Joseph Beach, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman who got stood up on date speaks out and explains what exactly happened. You're going to want to hear this. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
This is honestly pretty embarrassing to talk about, but here we go.
Let's go.
Over the weekend, I was stood up on a first date by a random guy I met on Bumble. Normally, that wouldn't be that big of a deal, but the circumstances under which this happened are so bizarre. I've talked to my girlfriends at great length about everything that happened, and we're all stumped. We have some theories, but we need help. If you want to join in on the detective work, here's what happened. Okay, so it's Saturday afternoon. He asked me to join him that evening for drinks. I say yes, we choose a place and a time. Everything sounds great. When it's getting time to meet, he's running about 30 minutes late, so he texts me. I say, sure, 10 is fine. Fast forward to 10 p.m., he says he's walking in. What's my drink of choice? I was pulling up in my Uber, so I'm like, oh, I just got here. I walk into the small bar expecting to see him there, and he's not there. I stand by the door for a few minutes, like maybe he's in the bathroom. He's not there at all. After a few minutes of standing there, I take a seat at the bar and I order myself a margarita. Within like 1 minute of me sitting down, this guy comes up to me and starts like aggressively hitting on me. I tell the guy that I'm there waiting for someone, a friend is meeting me, but he insists on sitting down and talking to me until my friend arrives. At this point, I am so uncomfortable. This guy who sat down next to me is making me feel so uncomfortable. He keeps trying to hug me and touch me. Not great. At this point, I'm pretty stressed. I text this guy one more time, just like trying to figure out if he's coming and give him a heads up as to the fact that there's going to be a man sitting there talking to me if he does show up. When he didn't respond, I kind of figured out what was going on. I chugged my margarita as fast as I could, and I got the heck out of there. Okay, so now for the theories. Obviously, as a woman, the first one that comes up, I'm like, oh, I got there, he saw me, he hated me, and he walked out without even saying anything to my face. I think that this is actually not very likely, though, just solely based on the fact that I was near the door or by the door the entire time.
Right.
So he had to have gone out like some back door. Also, my Bumble profile is very representative of me. Like, there's no photos with editing. Like, there's video of me. It's very honest.
Right.
So to think that he went through all that effort of getting there and then walked out without even saying anything to me based solely on what I look like, that just doesn't feel like it. My second theory is that Jeff is not a man that should be going out on dates. Might have a girlfriend, and Jeff walked into that bar, saw somebody that could implicate him, and he walked right out and ran away. Now, my girlfriend Haley,
The imagination of women,
thinks that potentially he was a catfish, that there was a guy there that was using this other man's photos, and at the very last second, he chickened out and decided not to approach me and ran out. Now, my friend Heather thinks that it was another catfish situation, but the man that sat down at the bar next to me and who was so insistent on talking to me was the guy, is Jeff. Like, is the guy the catfish using the photos? All these theories feel like they could be a possibility, but I just don't know. What do you think? And Jeff, 39, medical device salesman in San Francisco. If you are a real person, you're...
All right. Well, we can't have that. But she called him a joystick. Now, guys, let's pretend you're the guy and you walk into that bar and you see the woman who you're supposed to meet with some aggressive dude. Why would any man want to deal with that? Why would any man want to walk up on that situation and even deal with that and try to be territorial when you're not his girl? What was he doing there? Why were you entertaining that man? Don't give me the, he didn't want to leave. No, women know what to do to make a guy leave. Why were you entertaining that man? If I walked in to meet some chick who I was supposed to have a date with and I see another guy there talking to her and she's there drinking and whatever, I mean, unless if the dude is like just completely drunk or something like that, you know, and absolutely can't leave, but you can walk away, you can get up, you can leave, you go in the front, you can do more than what you did. I'd say chances are she wasn't really avoiding that situation the way that she told us that she was, but maybe you may disagree, guys. Comment down below. What do you think happened? Let's check out some of these comments. First comment who says the fact that you haven't deleted and blocked him on Bumble showed you loved it. The tension, drama, chatty boy, played the F out of you. Here's another comment that says, so single for a reason. Somebody else here says, I immediately thought it was the guy aggressively hitting on you. Okay. Somebody else here says, was 100% guy at the bar. It's the whole play. You get stood up, he picks up the pieces. Really? Are guys out here doing that? Pretending to be another guy and acting like you stood her up and then coming into the rescue? That's just crazy to me. Here's another comment that says, I think once you wouldn't give him your drink order, he could not give you a roofie, so he left. Whoa. Another comment here says, how are you not assuming it's the aggressive guy at the bar? Somebody else here says, going on a first date at 10 p.m. is crazy, honestly, LOL. Another person here says, your date was the guy at the bar. Never take a date that late or that day unless you know them. Here's another person who says the guy at the bar was Jeff, 100%. So a lot of the women here think the guy at the bar was the actual guy, pretending to be somebody else, which is creepy as F. Here's another comment that says, very first thought was guy who sat down is actually him. I saw another video where that happened too. Damn. So this might be a thing. That's, if that's a thing, man, that's crazy. That's like some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, if I've ever heard it myself. But what I said still stands. You got to aggressively turn down guys like that if you don't want to be in that situation. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.